Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Brains and Brews Live. It is our first live of 2026. We hope that you checked out the episode we dropped before this, where we did announce our lineup for the year. And as Ricky selected, tonight we're kicking it off with Zombieland. But before we get into that, part of this show, in case this is your first time, is we discuss the brews that we're going to be drinking tonight. And Ricky, you want to go first?
Yeah, man. I am going to indulge myself in a honey spot road. Unfortunately, because we got some bad weather coming up, I couldn't get out to the liquor store today, so I didn't
Uh,
get anything special. But this is my go-to honey spot road. It's an IPA. It's about I think it's 6%, 6.1, 6.2, something like that. So it's not very strong, but it's got a good flavor. It's not really heavy. It doesn't weigh you down. You don't feel sluggish afterwards, and it's fucking refreshing. I love it. It's like my go-to. So Honey Spot Road, by Two Roads, local to Connecticut. We got a Two Roads brewery, maybe like not even 5 minutes from where I live. So yeah, man, it's a good brew. I really enjoy it. I just wish I would have got something special for the first Brains and Brews of
that
our new
weather, man.
season. But yeah, man, we just got our weather. It just started to clear up. It got warmer. Rain came, so all the old snow started to dissipate finally, and now we got a blizzard coming. So, God dang it! But cheers, brother. Do I sound like echoey or anything like that? Like
Not to me, you don't. I guess you guys can tell us in the comment section if you
yeah,
do. And sorry about the snow. I mean, obviously, I got all my
yeah.
siblings. You guys are all up there. So, and I saw that on the news, and I'm like, damn, they just got through this bad one that just went by, and now they're actually getting a blizzard, which is funny because, blizzards, nor'easters, those are technically hurricanes.
Mhm.
Just to let you know. So it's like we get the same version, but ours is, it's just wind. And then I can't sometimes show up, because Tasha every once in a while sends a hurricane right into Orlando. And then she appears on the show and knocks me out for that night. But so
I did get to bust out my Stella Artois. My very nice. I love this stein, bro. It's
see,
such
I
a
gotta
great,
get one of those.
it's a great glass. It's very elegant, is what I
Yeah.
would call it. But yeah, man, what's
See,
up?
because
What's
I got
up?
you both you and I got this one, but I thought it was gonna be bigger.
Yes, that one unfortunately is still in my old
Yeah,
apartment. I didn't
no,
bring it over
so
yet. I went looking for that. Where the fuck is my
well,
glass,
and the
bro?
problem is, I wish I need something bigger like that because this one, because it's smaller, I was kind of disappointed. It's still great,
Bro, it
and
needs
because
something
it's
bigger.
kind of hard to see, but basically the glass has all the avenues. You have Elm Street, what I think like Haddonfield, or no,
Oh,
Crystal Lake.
Camp Crystal Lake. Yeah, you got the
Yeah,
good ones
so
in there.
yeah,
That's a good
but
one. That's a good
just
one.
it should have been like a bigger glass so I could put a
Ah,
whole
yeah,
entire
yeah.
pint on here. But
Yep.
so man, so I think this is my third KCBC beer, and I'm gonna tell you what what their freaking genius is. It's the marketing of their cans. Like I'm
Mm.
like a child. If you show me something colorful, bright, something that's attention getting, I'm gonna grab it. However, they also have a habit of and I get them in Total Wine. I haven't seen them anywhere else. I just recently found out actually that ABC doesn't do the singles. But so I last couple of them I would like walk by, and this one is called Frostbite Zombie. And I'm gonna send you this can also.
Bro, that's like perfect for the
Uh,
situation I'm currently in right now.
I
Frostbite.
have held on to this beer seriously for almost a month because I
Oh
walked
man.
by and they've had the habit. I'm like, oh, that looks good. I'll get it next time, and it's already gone. So they do these every once in a while. I have no idea what it tastes like. Like I said, I grabbed it based on the color because it's Frostbite Zombie. It is a 5.5% sour ale. It's grapefruit, blood orange, and passion fruit. So
Blood orange. You
if
stole
this
me.
thing comes out
Damn.
red, it's gonna be, I guess, kind of awesome for a zombie one. I'm not sure.
Ooh, this
Um,
is interesting because we get to see the color firsthand.
yes, and then it's barley and wheat. So,
Ah, okay, okay.
but we'll see. And it is slightly red. Yeah,
Slightly
see, when
red.
you get something out of a surprise, like something. Again, it was the damn can, and it's probably a lot more red. It's the sunglasses,
Yeah.
but as you can see, actually, oh yeah, no, it's red. So It's very light. We'll see if that's a good
It's
thing or a
light.
bad thing. Like, well, I'm used to, sometimes some of the ones we drink are a little more on the thicker side, but
Yeah. Let me see it again. Let me see the color. God dang, that's as red as the devil's dick.
so
Jesus Christ. That's like it's like you're drinking blood. You a vampire.
well, I mean,
Vampiro.
hey,
Vampiro. What you
when
how much-
when the when the zombie bites into you, you see nothing but blood gushing out. So, salute.
Salute, brother. Enjoy it.
And with that, let's get to the movie.
What are we talking about, Joe?
Zombieland.
All right. I've been waiting for this one for a while because we mentioned in our preview video it's very entertaining. So yeah, let's get to it.
Have recently died, have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. Widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life, seeking human victims.
There's no more room in hell. The dead walk here.
And yeah, so to kick off our season, we are kicking it off with Zombieland, released in 2009, directed by Ruben Fleischer, and it was written by Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick. Paul Wernick should be a name some of you people should know because he wrote Deadpool. He did a lot of Marvel movies.
Okay, Marvel. When he said Deadpool, I'm like, is it the Clint Eastwood Deadpool or the Ryan?
Oh no, the Marvel. Yeah. So
the
I was like, oh, so now I kind of get some of the humor in here and how it's done because with the Deadpool. And it stars Jesse Eisenberg as Columbus, Woody Harrelson as Tallahassee, Emma Stone as Wakita, damn it, and
Wichita.
Abigail Wichita. Shit, I even said it wrong the second time. And Abigail Breslin as Little Rock.
You sure it's a 5.5, brother?
It's a 5.5. But yeah, so this one, it's a comedy, but it's horror. Hello, Mom. Well, my other son. Hopefully that's to you, and she's not calling me the other son.
No, she's talking to J.
Oh, where's my other son? Oh no, Mom, bro, this is Brains and Brews. Oh, you should probably say hello and probably hop out in about 5 minutes because the show's about beers and zombies. So I can't be having you. I can't be having you in the comment section telling me I can't be drinking, Mom, because this is literally what the show is about. But yeah, so this is obviously it's a great way to start the season. You a little comedy in here, and the cast is awesome. This movie, I can't believe in about another 3 years we're gonna be 20 years for this one.
Yeah. Joe has been sitting on that beer for weeks. Adam, what's up? I'm gonna be quiet.
All right, thank you. I know he kept on going, but don't you have beer in there? I'm like, no, it's for Brains and Brews at the end of the month. I can't touch it.
I gotta do the same thing you do. I gotta buy this shit way in advance so I don't fall into this fucking situation, bro.
Well, I mean, it's why like when I go to pick up stuff for like our regular when we do damn it, I'm having like such brain farts right now. 3 Corners of Horror, like short circuiting a bit, and it's literally just a couple of sips. Could have been the vodka, but when we do 3 Corners of Horror, I will walk by and see if there's special stuff, and I'll grab it ahead of time. Plus, the longer it stays in the refrigerator, I hope it just keeps getting colder and colder for when it's time for the show. But yeah, so what is a fun part, and I'm gonna let Ricky go through the list with you guys shortly because you have it. But what's a fun part of this movie is you have Columbus, who is basically giving you, it's his list, but I'm going to call it kind of a guide to how to survive the zombie apocalypse. And it's obviously stuff along the way that he discovers to having to do. And, I will get to the list, but obviously poor Columbus, for him, it all starts, he's this guy who, Jesse, I'm not a fan of him after what he did with Lex Luthor. But after watching
here, initially, when I first saw this movie, he didn't ruin it for me. Nothing like that, but he just I don't know. He was.
But rewatching it, I actually
he's
liked
fun in
the
this. He's
choice
fun in
for it.
this. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I did like him. I did like the way he played him.
I'm
You
glad you
know,
mentioned that because I could not see this movie now with any other actor in
no,
that Columbus role. Yeah.
no, and again, when he describes himself,
Yes.
he's got irritable bowel syndrome.
He's
He's OCD. His Friday nights consist of him playing World of Warcraft.
Bro,
What was
I-
it?
I played World of Warcraft for years. And when I saw this movie in the theater, I shit you not. And this was during 2009. What year is this movie?
2009.
09. This is oh my god. So this came out peak Warcraft. And in the theater, a lot of people this collective go like, oh, I'm like, oh, look all these WoW fans. Like, I was like, I can't believe it. World of Warcraft, that's awesome. You rarely see MMOs like represented in Hollywood like that.
Well, and we've all have been there. I mean, I used to spend a lot of Fridays and Saturdays at home playing video games. I
That's
wasn't
me,
on
yeah,
Mountain
sheltered
Dew.
in,
I was. I
Yo,
chose.
no,
I still
Mountain
went
Dew,
out.
no.
I still
Give me
went
some
out.
beer. I'm on the Mountain Dew.
I prefer sometimes when I'm playing games a little bit of herbal refreshment, so that way I can just lay down as I play the video game. But that's
Yeah,
just me.
I agree.
But he's the character is relatable because even if I look back to about his age, I can kind of relate with him a little bit. And then what I loved is when he gives his first take on how this happened, it was because of 406, and 406 is Amber Heard. I don't know if you recognized her.
Yeah, of course. I think this was the first movie I personally seen her in. Of course, I didn't. She wasn't like a household name during that time. It was only until she blew up. Then I rewatched Zombieland. Oh, Amber Heard is in this. That's her. Hey, Howard Fiend, Fourth Corner, Tallahassee needs his Twinkies. Joe, you like Twinkies?
I'll mention it shortly.
Okay,
but
okay. Always double tap. Yup. And of course, Adam, this movie is definitely more funny than scary. I enjoyed it. Yeah, that's I'm not a big comedy like horror guy. I mean, I enjoy them, but that's not my go-to. But this and like Shaun of the Dead are examples of when done right, it can be fucking great.
And what's great about this one, the runtime, it's a perfect runtime.
Yeah. Like hour 27, some shit like that. Yes, Lexi.
Yeah,
Double tap always.
But yeah, so what I loved, with his first encounter, he's apologizing to poor old 406 who actually got bit, and this is how it all starts. And this is where Columbus begins his list on how to survive the zombie apocalypse. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw it to Rick because, like I say, he came better prepared with this list than I did.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, I pulled these off of Google. But listen, man, if we are ever in a zombie apocalypse, these are the rules. It works for Columbus and crew. But keep in mind too, you need a lot of patience and like mental fortitude. And with the first one, I'll let you know right now. Adam, I love the rules because it's exactly my thought process for survival. Good comment. That's gonna transition perfectly to what we are about to discuss. But rule number 1, cardio, and it says here the first ones to go were the fatties, as speed is necessary to escape. Joe, cardio, would that be an issue for you if the zombie apocalypse happened?
Nope. Not at all.
Oh, you got to, yeah. You go to the gym, you exercise.
I know. I mean,
Mama
I do
Rose.
stuff at home. Hey, Mama Rose, I do stuff at home, but
I love this movie, and I'm not big on zombie movies either. Yeah, you don't have to be for this one. This one has a lot of the characters drive this film, in my opinion.
Yeah, the cardio. I'm good.
Are you
I can
saying
run.
you have cardio?
I have cardio.
Okay.
I can run. I can here's the thing. I can run. I just choose not to. I would rather walk or ride a bike. But if I had to run, I'm actually a fast runner, so I just would rather not do it.
But yeah, I would.
What about
my
you?
cardio was terrible. I would.
You're done.
I'll be huffing and puffing, cramping like.
So it's not just the fatties. By the way,
No,
it's what he said in the movies. I'm not trying to be sorry. It's literally what he said in the movie. I don't want somebody all of a sudden going, oh, he's gonna refer up. No, it's what was said in the movie. So
yeah. Listen, man. Listen. I am the complete opposite of a fatty, and I have zero cardio. But that's because I'm a lazy motherfucker when it comes to physical activity.
I can at least drag you, so I can at least drag you. So you might be good up until a certain point,
I'm
right?
light on my feet. Don't get me wrong, but
Right,
I'm not
that's-
gonna make it far. I love how in this movie, as it pertains to cardio, how when he first discusses it, he's just running in circles, drops his keys, he continues running, never gets tired, outruns the zombies, gets in, and then the whole time the door was unlocked anyway, so he gets in, he bolted out. So that just shows you what good cardio can get you. You could just outrun the zombies in a complete circle. There we go. And Mama Rose, this movie and Shaun of the Dead, there you go, are the only ones I can watch over and over. Yeah, good replay value on those. Did Juan say he's running?
No,
Uh-oh.
I said
Is this a
I can
contradiction?
run. No, I said you can. You can't roll back the tape right now. I said I can run. I just choose not to. It's not good for the joints.
There you go. But yeah, cardio, very important. And I love how they had to show fat zombies running as he's discussing cardio because they were the first to go. I think that's funny. I'm sorry. Okay, well, with that being said, this is rule number 2, and Lexi had already brought this up. It's the double tap. Shoot a second time to make sure a zombie is truly dead, not just stunned. Joe, double tap. Yes or no?
Hell yeah. Shit, smash it. I mean, but yeah, it's definitely double
Yeah,
tap.
I hate it in movies when, especially when they know the rules already, that they keep shooting them like in the chest area. And like I rewatched Night of the Living Dead recently. This was to prepare for our 60s live stream, which I couldn't be a part of, unfortunately.
Did
And
miss
I
you.
just love that movie. Thank you, brother. I miss you guys too. That movie is so fucking good, and seeing how like Ben shoots the zombie in the head, he goes down. This is before this, he shot him multiple times. So he knows, and even the TV says it, but yeah, as the movie continues, they're still wasting bullets, shooting him in the fucking torsos and shit. I'm like, come on, guys. So yes, double tap. And I love how, again, Columbus knocked the zombie down, shot him. He knew it was in the chest. He gets out of his car, runs back all around, and then finishes him off. And I love how in the opening here, when they show the double tap, the lady she shoots him. Oh, she turns to leave, and she gets fucking her ankle torn apart, just like Amy did in The Walking Dead. So that was very cool. But double tap is important. That just also means you need to conserve ammo, because you always, if you're not good, you gotta at least shoot them twice, because you could knock them down, I'm assuming, with a high-powered shotgun or rifle, close range. And if they go down, then you're gonna have to double tap them. Or if you knock them with it, yeah. Even if you knock them over the head with something, they might not be dead. Shoot them or smash them again. Whatever you
Listen,
it doesn't have to be a gunshot. Let me rephrase that.
No.
Just because it's double
Just
tap.
make sure they're dead.
Make sure they're dead. Make sure you get them in the head.
Which is
Brain.
what Sid says in Scream 2. So,
There
not
you
Scream
go.
2, but TOO.
Yes, I know. I understood the reference. How about, so yeah, what do you think about that? How? All right, let me ask you this before we move on. How was the double tap implemented in the film? You like how it was implemented?
With when the rule first came in, was after he hit her with the toilet seat up top. Yes, of course.
Yeah, that's right.
That's where
was
the rule
406.
came in. That's when the rule, because it was his first encounter. Double tap came from that.
What up,
Man,
the villain. What up, villain? Joe would get caught if he's outside.
I love how I'm underestimated. No,
Why
I
is everybody
promise you.
underestimated? It's funny
Everybody-
because I'm saying I have no cardio. You say you have cardio. Now everyone's jumping on you.
It's okay, but it doesn't just take cardio though. Make sure that you ain't in front of me. I always tell it to
Oh,
everybody. Make sure you're not
who
in front
has
of
better
me.
cardio, you or Gio?
We can test that in Connecticut when I come visit.
Shit, I'll be the judge. I'll be the judge. All right, let's move on. Rule number 3, and this one pertains to me because like I'm the type of dude that would probably be dropping them hot deuces in the zombie apocalypse. Number 3, beware of bathrooms. Do not get caught with your pants down in tight, enclosed spaces. I'm claustrophobic as it is, so I wouldn't be caught dead in an enclosed space like that. But yeah, think about that, bro. This guy. It's just a random schmo just taking a shit. During the zombie apocalypse, no worry in the world that a zombie comes up from underneath and just... That's disgusting too. Like, yo, bro, I don't want to think about getting his...
Damn it, I forgot the name of the Mike White. That he's a writer. He's an actor. Mike
Oh,
White.
he's the guy in the toilet?
Yeah, that's Mike White. He's actually going to be on the new season of Survivor. I watched Survivor,
Good
but the
show,
dude,
good show.
yeah, the dude is a huge comedy writer.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Adam says it's like every horror movie. It's like every horror movie. Why didn't you kill them while they were down before turning to run? I'm going to be sure. I'm gonna be sure. Yeah. That pertains to double tap. I agree. Shit. I die for show. That's return. That's referring to cardio.
That's only because Lexi's short, so she doesn't have that stride. So it'd be like a little short.
Also, Joe's one of like in the police when they run.
It looks fast, and all of a sudden you see somebody with a stride, be like right past her. I love you, Lex.
Adam says, you don't want to be in front of Joe because he'll trip you. Oh, Joe's one of those guys.
I have told all of my friends that.
And Mama Rose, Mike White co-wrote School of Rock.
Yep.
All right. Nice little tidbit there. Thank you for that one. What's this? Wait, where the hell that come from? Oh, wow. I didn't even click it. There we go. They won't attack Lexi because she would be sick.
That's very true.
I'm like Mario Brothers short. Love you too, Joe. So, Joe, bathroom, yes or no? Would you be
Wait, Mario brother? I would say more like what's the name of the mushroom? Toad? Yeah, more
Toad,
like
yeah.
Toad.
Toad,
More like
Toad.
Toad. Yeah, Lexi's more like Toad. Bathroom. Here's a little fun fact. Every time I walk into a bathroom, especially the men, because we have the wall urinals. If you see nobody there, you're clear. You know who I am? I look down because first of all, I want the one that has the sink in it. I'm that kind of person. But if I'm in a bathroom alone, I always check under before I go into a stall by myself. I have been doing that crazy shit for years. Part of my OCD.
You
But
just blew my mind now because I don't take dumps in public. I've never.
no, I go to pee. I don't.
I thought you said-
No. But I'm saying like if I go to the theater, I still won't use a urinal. I prefer going into a stall, and I prefer the stall that has the sink and the towels all in one. But when I'm in there alone, I lower down to look below to see if I see any feet.
Yeah. Oh, of course,
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that in case if I'm in there alone, or if somebody else is in there with me.
Oh man, so I can't even. One time I was fucking drunk, man. It was GR was there too. You don't remember this one. We were at like the Milford Rec. That was fucking nice. We went to McDonald's. I had to use the bathroom so bad. The only time I ran into a fucking stall, dude, it was disgusting. That was a horrible experience. Ever since then, I said, nah, never again, bro. Because like you said, you look for the feet, and every time that door opens, I clink. I'm saying too much.
Wait, have you? Have curiosity. Have you done the Port Jefferson ferry and gone to Port Jefferson?
Nah, I don't do ferries. I don't do boats.
Yeah.
I
we'll
did a
move
boat
on.
once, and that's it. All right. This is rule number 4. Buckle up. Always wear a seatbelt, as accidents are common. This is a pretty much common sense right here, right?
It is, and it's also a practical thing for you to do in case you are ever in a situation where somebody takes you hostage and they put their seatbelt on. So if you speed up and then you sit there and unclick their buckle and hit something, you can send that person out the window. Hence what he did in this movie. That is a very practical thing to do. Now, yes, for your own safety, but if you are in a situation when you got to get out and the person is next to you, yeah, speed up. I haven't done this, but I'm telling you, you speed up, and then just as about you smash, you unclip them so that way they can get fucked up.
And in this film, I loved how they demonstrated with the lady smashing through the windshield. And by the way, this opening montage was fucking great.
Hilarious.
It was played to Metallica's "For Whom the Bell Tolls" from Ride the Lightning, 1984. Man, classic joint. And the way she just smeared across the road and then went into the title. Oh, that was so good, man. It also, I like this rule because it doesn't just pertain to the zombie apocalypse. Please, everyone, buckle up. Don't drink and drive either. All right, and we're gonna go to rule number 5. This is another one that's kind of common sense. Travel light. Don't carry unnecessary baggage. Right, Joe?
Yep.
You wouldn't carry anything, right? What would you carry? Let me ask you. What would you carry if you were in the zombie apocalypse on your own, like Columbus was? Let's say you're on your own.
Unfortunately, because I'm a blind person, I would try to make sure that I have at least 2 to 3 sets of glasses, because there's a chance you're going to lose or break one of them. I need to make sure that I have my asthma inhaler of which I only can use in case of emergency. Um, since I'm not a gun person, just by choice, I at least have a knife or some type of blade. But I would probably have something. Dude, I'd probably get like a Michonne blade and learn how to use that.
A
So
katana.
a katana, like but yeah, just something to carry water. Same thing, and I think this was in a movie, but I would definitely want to have a different couple pairs of socks, so that way I can change my socks as I'm walking around.
My
'Cause,
man
you
is
know,
worried about socks in a zombie.
your feet are important. If you are running, if you're walking, and that was in a movie, I swear to God, it almost just, if anybody's watching and they heard that line. But yes, you always have to have a pair of some clean socks with you. And I actually do have that in my, anyway, revealing too much about prepared I am for stuff. I'm not some crazy like doomsday person. I'm just a very logical,
not a
prepared
doomsday
person.
prepper? Is that what you're saying?
No,
Not
I'm just a
prepper?
logically prepared person.
And Lexi, I definitely need my inhaler too for cardio. So that goes hand in hand, cardio and
Yeah.
travel light. Me, I'll have a hard time traveling light. I'm a hoarder as it is, and just I would want to keep everything that I think would be necessary, even if I don't need it right away. I'm like, this might come in handy down the road. I can't get rid of it. I gotta keep it, but I'll have a backpack, but I'll keep the necessities, food, water. I don't know about a second pair of socks. I mean, that's light. It won't take up a lot of space or weight, so that's not bad. But yeah, this is one here this depends on you, depending what you need, and if you don't care about just going
And actually,
as
the
light as
sock
possible.
the sock thing I learned it at Universal, because when you make the mistake and you do a water ride and your feet
Well, that's
got wet.
different. Yeah.
Right. So no, that's where I learned the lesson. So that's why if that day, if I'm going to Universal, I know I'm going to do a water ride, I got a pair of dry socks with me.
All right. Number 7. Somehow, it's weird. This movie skips rules. Don't know why, but we skipped 6. Rule number 7: limber up. This one was pretty funny in the film. Avoid pulled muscles during frantic escapes. I love how they were just gonna go down that small hill, and my man's sitting there like just stretching, and Tallahassee's looking at him like, "What the fuck is this?"
And did he say when the zombies did he say when the zombies go to attack you, do they limber up?
Yeah, no,
Or he said he asked him something. I
no,
can't
he
remember.
did say something. Oh God, I forgot. Yeah, but he gave an example. Tallahassee gave an example, like, it may pertain to something like that. But I did like it was called back later on into the film when Tallahassee was doing sudden movements and he pulled a quick little muscle or cramp. It's like, oh, I pulled something or whatever. He starts limping, and you see Columbus like, should have limbered up,
Actually, hold on. So after, what did you have after seatbelts?
Seatbelts was travel light.
Okay, so number five is no attachments. I have the list with filled in the other one, which we didn't cover.
Part 2 though. They're probably from part 2. I never heard of that.
Is it?
Trust me. Yeah, I never heard of that.
Oh, they did
that.
combine this one.
Yeah. All right. The missing numbers here were for the sequel. Very smart.
33.
They did that shit on purpose. Joe needs them clean socks. Get them bunions. Joe got bunions?
I ain't
No
got those
bunions on
either.
Joe?
I ain't got those
No
either, and I'm
bunions?
on my feet all the time.
I have my son's chef collection on knives. So JR's gonna pack some knives. That's smart. They're light.
Those are sharp.
You saw the collection on a film we were doing. Yep. I know. Gio's he's got a good set. My man got a good set. All right. So limber up. So Joe, limber up. Would you limber up, or you just say fuck it? Zombies don't limber up.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
If I'm getting chased, I am not going to have any choice on that matter. But if I plan on doing something where it's going to involve me having to run through, I would stretch just a little bit, because you don't want to start running and all of a sudden cramp up at the wrong time,
Yeah.
Especially when you think you're about to get away and all of a sudden you're like, ah!
What I would do, I wouldn't limber up before a great escape or anything like that. But you get up in the morning and you do some stretches. You limber up then when you're gonna start going on your mission for the day. it's kind of hard, before you do anything. All right, let me stop and pause and do all this fucking nonsense. But
Yeah, no.
I understand though. It's a good rule. A lot of people wouldn't do that, and it may sound silly, but it does make sense. All right, rule number 8, as it pertains to the original: when in doubt, know your way out. Always have an exit strategy. I love this rule because again, this pertains
Always.
to like not just the zombie apocalypse, but you go anywhere. Look at your exits. The only thing I found funny in this movie when he did this example, he took it was like a cinder block or something, and he opened the door and held it so the door's open. But what if there's zombies from the outside? Now you're compromised. You know what I mean? They have a way in. That was a little, I don't know about that one. You're being really careful with your rules, but you're kind of neglecting more important matters. You see the exit, okay, it's there. Obviously, all you do is push the door open. Why does it gotta be open with it? You know what I'm saying? That was kind of. I don't mean the movie fucked up because I like the fact that they added that in there because it shows the characters are still not perfect. They don't make the best decisions, but they have good intentions at heart. How about you? What you feel about that?
That is yet another thing that I practice, and I saw it was mentioned in a movie done to kind of the weird things that I do. Have you ever seen The Perfect Getaway? With
Yes, with Mila
Jovovich.
Yeah.
All right,
They got
and
Thor, right?
Timothy Oliphant is
I thought Hemsworth was in it. No.
he's in there too. He's in there,
okay,
but yeah, he's the one that they end up setting up.
Yeah.
Timothy Oliphant's character, and I can't remember right now what part of the military he was in, but basically his shtick was that he went through a lot. He's hard to kill, so when he talks about awareness, and he says, what do you do when you get on a plane? And the guy's like, well, I look for my chair and I put my spot. He goes, I look for all the exits. I look to see where. I do the same exact thing. I always, when I look around, partly to blame for the fucking shit that we watch. The Towering Inferno is something I could think about, to be stuck in a burning building. But you always want to make sure you know your way out of somewhere. You never know what kind of situation you're going to be putting yourself in. So you get invited to some stranger's house, a party that your friends invite you to. You don't know whose house you're going to, so you better make sure you know your way out. As you walk in, you look around and you see what doors are ways for you to get out. So hell yeah, that's a must.
Oh, I agree. And rule number 10: check the back seat. Zombies love hiding in vehicles. He kind of fucked up his own rule in this one because in the beginning he didn't check the back seat, and that's when that zombie came out.
Yeah,
back. So
that is very true. Good catch.
He hit the brakes,
I thought that too. And he did the brakes part. That's the seatbelt.
Yeah. Seatbelt, yeah. So he demonstrated one rule, but he kind of neglected another. So again, I like it because he's not perfect,
No, and again, with everything that we watch, I always check the back seat. I mean, I work I work overnight, so when I get out in the mornings, it's dark. So when I go to get in my car, yeah, I check the back seat, and I have an SUV.
When he got into Tallahassee's vehicle, he's just looking in the back. I said, "What the fuck are you doing?"
You want to know what's back there?
Yeah, he's like, "Just my duffel bags or whatever he said." That was pretty cool. I like how.
I gotta fix something. Keep talking. This is driving me nuts.
All right, so we're gonna go to rule number 10. No, 11. Sorry. Enjoy the little things. Find joy in small pleasures, like Twinkies. Joe, are you a Twinkie guy, Joe?
I'm a snowball. Believe it or not.
Wait, isn't that the first thing he found?
Yeah, I like snowballs and then ding dongs.
Is that
the marshmallow? Yeah.
Joe likes snowballs and ding dongs. That's
I know. No pun intended there. But yeah, it's funny because when I put in there, I put that I like snowballs. I go, no pun intended. I'm like, I know that somebody's gonna make a joke in there, but yes.
But but combine it with ding dong. But I like ding dongs too, the snack.
But yes, I am a completely enjoy the small things in life.
I don't like it's snowball. It's like that marshmallowy texture, right?
Just the top. You can peel that off.
No.
See, the thing is, it's still. Here's the thing. What's kind of funny though, is that if he had just peeled off the coconut part, he had a Twinkie.
Not the same. The Twinkies got that spongy.
It is spongy. The only thing that's marshmallow. It's a sponge cake with filling then they put that
But
marshmallow on
but
top.
it's still
If you
compromise. You know why?
no,
Bro,
I
because
promise you, it's
I
not.
remember
Because I used to peel them off all the
P-
time.
P Rockzilla once told me because he hates bacon. He hates it. And one time they put bacon
That's
on.
different.
He ordered it was something, but he said take the bacon out, and they didn't. I was like, bro, just take it out. It's easy. No, the bacon's already there. The flavor's already there, so it can't. But what I mean is, if you remove that layer, you're missing something now. Now it's just
No.
flat.
All right. So again, a snowball is a Twinkie that they put a marshmallow over, and then the marshmallow is dipped into on the coconut. If you peel the marshmallow off, because he didn't like the taste of coconut, the coconut
Right.
is not going to go through the marshmallow to get into that Twinkie. He basically, it's like having oysters.
That
All
was
he-
a coconut, yeah.
Yes, I know, because people would complain about that, and I would say to them, "Peel it off," and they would peel it off and eat and be like, "Ah." But yes,
I like coconut, but when I watched this with my girlfriend, she hates coconut, right? Like I saw her sweets and stuff, and when that scene came up, she said the same thing. She's like, "Oh no, I don't like coconut. I don't like." I'm more Debbie. I love Debbie's. Yep, not good for you at all, but it's a guilty pleasure. Cupcakes must be chocolates. I love chocolate's my favorite. That's my jam right there, bro.
that's what I gave up for Lent. Everybody keeps bringing up chocolate.
Bro, I'll give it up with you, brother.
Lent
There you
started
go.
Wednesday, so I guess you can start with me today then. But let's start it on Wednesday.
No,
but yes,
I didn't. I haven't eaten chocolate since Wednesday.
all right. So there you go. So no
All
chocolate.
right, here we
till
go,
the end.
brother. Let's continue on. Rule number 17. Don't be a hero. Avoid unnecessary risk. This rule was later updated to be a hero when necessary. That was a good touch at the end. Before he killed his adversary, which we'll get into that later. What do you think about this, Joe?
It depends
Do
on
not
the
take
person.
unnecessary
It
risks,
It
right?
depends on the person, man.
So let me ask
Honestly,
you,
if you're a stranger,
cool-
sorry.
Hold on. If you're chilling, you're walking, you're limbered up, you got good cardio, you got your bag with your socks in place, and you're walking. You see somebody is like down a hill. There's only one zombie, but he's stuck. Help! Hey, help me! Help me! You'd be like, peace. Or would you be like, all right, I got you, son. Where do you fall in this?
So because we're not in the same zombie apocalypse, my humanity would want to stop and help them. My logical part would look at, am I going to be having to help this person? Like if it's somebody who looks like they're going to be having to be needing help all the time, they're going to be slowing me down. I know that sounds terrible,
No,
but
that's
let's just
fair,
be
that's
honest
fair, I
about.
understand.
So yeah, so think about it. Are you gonna if you see somebody, if you see somebody who's, I don't know, got a broken leg, so you're now going to have to find transportation for this person to carry them around. Like you're now being slowed down. It is. I think that would fall under this. That situation was different where he changed it, but right before that, he decided, because the same thing came up, and he went with "Don't be a hero."
Yeah.
So so I'm saying, so the rule was in there already. He goes, "No, you go ahead and do it." So yeah, it depends on the situation.
Nope. Y'all would be on your own. If I need to take more than 4 steps, you're on your own. I'll gather your supplies once you're gone. Yeah, well, he's the villain for a reason.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go now, and I think that was it. Wait, enjoy the little. No, wait.
Yeah, I
What
think
were
that
we
might have
just
been.
talking about. Wait, that was the enjoy the little things, right?
Yeah.
No, don't be a hero. Where the fuck?
Oh, don't be a hero. Yeah. Sorry, don't be a hero. Because I think
Uh,
the little things is the last one.
Yeah. Where'd I get? I don't see "Don't Be a Hero" anymore on my list. How the fuck did I just? Oh, you know what? No, I skipped that one. That was earlier. That was earlier on. That's why.
Oh.
My list doubled up. But that's it. That's wait. There's still wait. Hold on. Yeah, this list. It's not my fault. The list was fucked up. So we missed a couple. But let's go. Number 25. Shoot first. Eliminate threats before they get close.
Duh. Well, unless they're talking. I mean, if they're going, hey, don't shoot. But then again, you never know who you're about to encounter. So that's one of those, like, yeah.
Well, there we go. For now, those are the rules. We'll end that chapter there. But yeah, I agree with all of those for the most part. What I like about it too even though it's played for comedy, these rules do
Apply.
seem useful. Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah,
That was all the rules. There you go.
all right.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Lexi.
Lexi.
Yep.
But
Yep.
yeah, no, I mean, totally. Yeah, I would definitely stick on some of those rules they applied. We wanted to make sure because again, and I don't want to use the word shtick because though it was, but it's a core part of the movie itself as the rules pop up throughout the movie. So
Mhm.
instead of us as we're talking, I wanted us to make sure that we just took the time to discuss these rules because when it comes to a zombie apocalypse and our show is about zombies, well, some of these are good to live by. And with that, we'll get to the actual rest of the movie. So, with all these rules that Columbus has had for himself, he then basically starts to meet who is now going to, by the end of the movie, is going to become the family. So let's talk about this family, which is going to obviously, we got Tallahassee, Wichita, and Little Rock.
Not the real names, obviously.
Not the
because they
real names.
decided not to do his real names.
It's part. Well, I think it was. I guess it was something that was. I thought I read somewhere that it was something that people were being told to do, say where they're from, and it helps also not cause any attachments, I guess, which is
Yep.
why I thought that one of those attachments was on there for
Yeah.
that. But yeah,
That
no.
makes
So
sense, that makes
the one of the the movie itself is this entire cast in there because everybody brings a certain element to it. Everyone, for their own part. I think this is probably, and it's from 2009, but rewatching again, and I saw it by myself. Love you, Adam. But I like to watch a movie without somebody asking me questions. So I sat there and said, I'm going to watch this by myself tonight, and I'll watch it with him tomorrow. And, watching it again 2 days in a row, it's a great cast. They all work so well together. It gave definitely the feel of strangers coming together in an apocalypse with obviously, some of the comedic things. But I'll let you go first and,
Yeah, before I go, I'll go to this comment quick. It's why the fourth corner, Lexi. It's why I love this film, though. Columbus is logical. Tallahassee is a badass fighter. Which one do you think y'all are more like? And did y'all see the sequel? I didn't. I haven't seen the
hasn't.
sequel.
I
Joe,
have.
That's
Sequel's good.
why the rules confuse me. But you hear me, Joe?
Yeah.
I will say this. Okay, this goes in line with Lexi's is asking as well. I think I'm Columbus. I have OCD. I'm a little neurotic, not as bad as he is because they played up. But I don't. I mean, I'm definitely not the badass zombie killer. Fucking everybody wants to be Tallahassee, but the reality is everyone's more like Columbus.
Yeah.
But as far as the characters are concerned, I love Tallahassee. It's my favorite character, obviously, because he hates zombies. He tortures them. He brutalizes them, and this whole time he talks. He's a man that lost his son, right? He has nothing else to lose whatsoever, and he's so angry that his son was taken from him by the undead, and that fuels him, and that's why he is how he is. And when we meet the duo of Wichita and Little Rock, I do like that too, because when we meet them, you think they're like, oh, my sister got bit, she's dying, I can't do it. They seem weak and meek and just very, just they're a liability. But in reality, these two siblings been on the road this entire time on their own, conniving other people to steal their supplies, steal their vehicles, and they do it in such a way where they get away with it. And again, who's gonna, who's if you see someone that needs help, and this goes to what we were just talking about earlier with one of the rules with don't be a hero. It's true, Joe. You mentioned it too. You may help somebody, but it could be a setup. So you got to be careful who you trust. And those two characters on their own are strong. And of course, Columbus has, I don't know how long it's been between like 406 and him meeting Tallahassee. I'm not sure. Maybe you could answer that later. But he's another smart character. Like, he's been on his own this whole time. The only reason why he got with Tallahassee, honestly, wasn't really for help. He was just miserable, bored, and lonely, and he's a guy that's sheltered before this, and he grew to appreciate people. That's what I like. Like, man, like before the zombie apocalypse, I chose to seclude myself. now that everyone's gone, like fuck, I miss people.
People.
I should have been more productive and more outgoing before all this. So there's a lesson there. It's subtle and it's not really on the surface, but if you really dig deep, it's there. That's what fuels Columbus. So I dig all the characters because they're strong characters independently. They don't, even though they come together, it's more of a family bond. It's not like they have to have each other. They all made it this far on their own. So I like that. It's a good cast. They're all very good. They're all different characters, and it's only 4, so they kept it small. So it's relatively close to follow. You know, you're not like, you know, it's a film. It's not a TV series, so they don't spend too much time with character development. What we got, I think they did a good job within the runtime. It's a short film. So within the runtime, I think they did a really good job of establishing this small group of characters because each of these 4 individuals are different from one another. It's a great cast. How you feel about it?
So for me, what I like, because this is, again, it was a comedy horror. So with Tallahassee's character, with Columbus thinking that he was, first of all, he told him about his dog, and then later on, after they get high, well, actually, he didn't get high, but yes, he has that moment, and he says how, you know, my dog had this, had that, and says, and had my laugh, and then it dawned on Columbus that laugh, and he was talking about his son. So it gave the Tallahassee character some humanity in a movie that was, if you really look at it on paper, it's just a fun movie. You know, nothing serious. It's supposed to be a comedic in some ways, and then they gave the one character, because, you know, you had the love connection forming, but the one that had like the most humanity, it gave that explanation for how he was Tallahassee, and, you know, the fact that he had lost his son and that he's running away. He as you said, he lost his son. He's got nothing to lose. You know, I don't think I can kick ass like him. But I will say, what I did notice is the man has an artillery of weapons, and the best part, he uses them once. You know, when they're in the supermarket, he's got the banjo, and he kills the guy with the banjo, and I don't know what that pole was that he killed the other guy with. And then when the bigger guy shows up, he pulls off from behind him some, you know, shears for clipping like trees, like, but everything he just, after he uses, he just throws it away. Like his use of weapons throughout the movie, I thought was funny because he almost always used the weapon once and then moved on.
Yeah. Lexi says, I'm Columbus, but I have an attitude problem, so I may be Tallahassee at times. Laugh my ass off. Joe knows.
Oh yeah. She could have got me shot one day.
Hi, another essential I'll need on my list. Weed. I'm gonna say this right now. I would never get fucking high during the zombie apocalypse, bro.
Oh yeah.
I can't do it. I need to be alert, bro. I can't.
Yeah, no,
I'll drink some beer, but no. Hello, hey, Mrs. Harold
Hey,
Wilson.
Mrs. Wilson.
What's up? What you thought of Zombieland? Are you a fan? Yes or no? I'm glad you're here. Appreciate it. Always good to see our friends here on our streams.
But and then as far as Wichita and Little Rock, they must have been born, because, you know, it's I think it's from where they're from, and they're sisters. And I mean, I'm not the greatest at geography, but I think Little Rock is Arkansas and Wichita is Kansas. So obviously they were born in different states.
Hey, Wichita's where our guy Radar's from. Shout out to Radar the Board. What up,
brother? Oh yeah, there you go. Is he really from? Oh
yeah,
God,
that's where he lives.
Yes, you know why I know? Somewhere differently.
Because Titanic, Jack Dawson, my man Jack, he's from Wichita. So every time Wichita Falls. So when I heard Radar tell me that, hey, you're from where my man Jack Dawson was from. Anyway, go.
But what I liked about Wichita and Little Rock was that their characters didn't need saving. Like, you know, it was great to see, and in 2 different ages, because you're getting a child, or, you know, a young teenager, and you're getting
yeah.
I'll
be more like Wichita, Tallahassee. Of course, JR would be Tallahassee. I believe it though. JR's like a pit bull. It's If it's just me and my daughter in that world, ain't trusting anymore. Well, that's the thing because that
damn.
changes thing. These characters are on their own. They don't have kids with them, so that's different. Yeah, if you have a child, it's kind of harder to jump in and help a stranger because you don't want to put your child in any position where they could be harmed or
Yeah.
or endangered by somebody you don't know. It could be a trap. So yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Priscilla, Giovanni, John, watch out because he just literally said if it's just me and my daughter. So we know who JR is gonna be like, boop. I'm just kidding, JR. See, that's the way that I think. But no, so with the girl's character, think about it. You know, especially with Tallahassee, they disarmed them twice and stole their car 3 times.
Yeah.
You know, and the only time they actually needed to be saved was by making the mistake of getting on the drop tower. If they didn't get on the drop tower, they would go on somewhere else. They wouldn't have gotten stuck.
The drop tower is that amusement ride.
Yeah, which I'll get to, but you know what I'm talking about. But that's the only point in this movie that they actually needed some saving. The characters, like I said, it's, and I'm not trying to minimize it by saying it's the comedy. Watching it again 2 times in a row, especially, and it's been a bit since I saw it. I really started appreciating all these characters, like, you know, and the fact that it, you know, they didn't follow every single trope that is always put in horror movies. You know, the female characters were strong. You know, your nerdy guy was at times weak, but most of the time he was pretty strong himself too. You know, and Tallahassee, who is your strong guy, showed weakness, you know, and softness with the loss of his son. So I thought that, you know, all this it's a great cast. I just loved how all of them are portrayed. You know, we're kind of missing out on one person here, though.
I was waiting for
because
that. I was waiting.
You know, as I'm gonna take a sip for Bill Murray here because
fuck Bill Murray. Nah, no,
I had kind of forgotten for a second about.
That's not the line. Fucking Bill Murray. If you ever watch, I think it's called Coffee and Cigarettes. That little show with Bill Murray, the RZA, and the Jizza from Wu-Tang. Shout out to the Wu-Tang, but yeah.
But yeah, Bill Murray appears in the movie as himself. I think that them putting that part in here was weird, and then when you watch it, it's so fucking great.
Joe,
because
don't cross the stream, Joe. Don't cross the stream.
Well, it's like he's playing himself. He's not even a character in this world in Zombieland.
How smart is that?
Bill
though?
Murray,
a zombie.
He puts cornstarch and what was it? Cornstarch and I forgot what the berries were to create it. He goes, I just finished coming from playing golf. You know, he just is living his life, walking around.
He had a stash of weed.
Oh, that was like when he pulled out that hookah. I mean,
when I saw that bag, I'm like, God.
Well, and Adam had forgotten that we saw this, and as we're watching it, he goes, "Is Bill Murray in this movie?" And I'm like, "There you go." And it's funny because if you saw the movie once, especially if you like Bill Murray, you would remember that. But it's been years, as you know, just showed with Adam, as he's watching all of a sudden, is Bill Murray in this? Because it's so random, and he's got a brief little part in it, but it was almost like a great little segue in there, you know, for the rest of the movie. I mean, what do you think about Bill Murray in here?
Oh, I loved it. I remember when I saw this in the theater. Now, let me ask you a question. Was he advertised that he was in the movie prior to going to the cinema and watching this?
I don't remember that. No.
2009, the internet wasn't as booming as it is now with spoilers and shit. It was there, obviously, but I don't remember. But when I saw Bill Murray, bro, I was like, oh my God. They got Bill Murray as himself, and I love how they went to Hollywood Hills and they going by all the houses, you know. And
Tom Cruise, he's like,
I know. Yeah, what do you say about Tom Cruise?
Yeah, he's like, that's a B-lister. We're going to an A-lister's house.
Oh man, that was good shit. Yeah, I loved every second of it, and I loved how his idea was, let me just dress up as a zombie so the zombies will leave me alone, but not realizing that. Where's across some survivors? They're gonna fucking shoot his ass. You know what I mean?
Which is what happened.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, you know, okay. In Columbus's defense, if I'm sitting there and a zombie comes walking in, you're gonna react the way you're gonna react to a zombie coming in.
Yeah.
it's just funny that like before he goes to him, he goes, "Is that how you greet people where you come from?" And then he's like sitting there. It's like it was just, and it sucked because I would have been curious to see what the movie would have been like had Bill Murray tagged along with them.
For the rest of the film, yeah.
That would have been kind of an interesting thing, but having
it was the irony though in his.
oh
face,
yeah,
like...
and he's like, you know what? I've never been good at pranks.
Where Tallahassee, oh no, you shot Bill Murray.
Poor Bill.
It took a sip from Bill.
Oh, excuse me about that. But yeah, so now let's for me, because the movie, again, as for it, even though it's being short, you eventually have to get a point to where you have to have that, like the big old brawled out fight. Yep. And then we got the rescue at Pacific Playland, which after the girls decide to once again steal the car, they take off. And I thought that using an amusement park was utter brilliance when it comes to having somebody try to fight off zombies, because it opens up for them to have all these different entire scenarios. When Columbus is running and I don't know what that riot is, but it looks like a pendulum and it knocks out the three. Like
that's near the end when Columbus was going after Tallahassee. Yeah, there was like a swinging pendulum.
Well, he was going to save, because remember because the girls stole the car. Columbus wanted to go. Tallahassee was just like, nah, I'm not gonna do it, because at this point, this is the third time they've stolen my fucking car. Like, why do you want me to go? Like, I would be like him. And what I love is when he's like, yeah, I'm not good at goodbyes. That'll do, pig. I fucking love the movie, babe. like I am not gonna lie. I fucking love the movie, babe. And I have sometimes.
The pig?
Yes, that's what that's from.
I thought you were talking to Adam just now. Like, I love this movie.
No, the movie Babe.
I know, and I got you.
That's where the line is from. So when Columbus goes, that's the worst goodbye ever, and you stole that from a movie. I have, like, on some people, I have dropped
that went over my head because I've never seen Babe. So.
Oh yeah, so when, because with the movie Babe, he wants to become a sheep herder pig, and so the farmer, I can't remember the name of the guy right now, but the dog teaches him how to become a sheep herder dog. So when they win the contest, he goes, "That'll do, pig." And I've used that every once in a while. So when I heard him say it, and like I said, and he goes, "You stole it from a movie," but I love the taking the action and putting it in the amusement park. The roller coaster, having Tallahassee jump on the fucking, and those are some dangerous roller coasters. They're not like the regular ones that we ride. Those are like the ones that the traveling carnivals that when you sit on them, actually, I think Lake Compounds still has the roller coaster. Like when you sit on it, it feels like on those turns, like the thing is just gonna tip right over. But it was awesome putting the ending of the movie into the amusement park and giving the opportunity for all the action to take place there. And then, obviously with Columbus finally, saying the words that Tallahassee said, nut up or shut up, to be able to save Wichita. Yeah, the whole movie, the culmination of the end scene and the craziness of the amusement park was like chef's kiss for the movie for me.
Yeah, I agree. I loved it. The ending was great because I love Tallahassee. You thought it was gonna be his final stand. You thought he was gonna go out like I'm going out like a G. Or he locked himself into that. Well, he barricaded himself essentially into that.
I think it was it's the thing where you shoot.
Yeah. You shoot.
Well, irony.
Yeah. Well, I loved how the music turned all like sad, and when I first saw it, I thought he was done. But the way he was shooting and the way he was reloading and he was all stylish. Then you see that's when you see Columbus going after him, and the two Wichita and Little Rock. They knocked that one zombie. He falls in slow motion off of the ride. That was
it's either
scene. it's such a good scene because it's heartfelt, you know, like the fact that Tallahassee was in there thinking, you know what, I got nothing to lose. A man that loses his kid, or anyone, any parent that loses their child, they got nothing to lose, and he's going out and he hates zombies. But the way he barricaded himself in there, he was just shooting. Normally, I wouldn't like stuff like that because it's just so formulaic. Okay, he's gonna die, but no, he doesn't die. But Tallahassee is a badass, and he deserved to live in this film. He deserved it. He
All
needed
of
his
them.
Twinkie. He needed his Twinkie, you know. So
Now
yeah.
that you mentioned that, it's another great part of the movie that
Mm-hmm.
they didn't need to go the route of killing one of the characters.
Right.
That's another little thing that I just right now, as we're talking about, when you said that, you know, he survived it, is that the movie didn't go the route of introducing you these four and then killing one of them just to give the movie its gravitas. That they got that scene with your realization that Tallahassee was talking about his son. That's where they pulled, instead of killing one of your main people, that's where they pulled that one on.
Yeah, I agree. That was great. This whole movie, I think, from beginning to end, is just fun. Never drags, and it does got character moments, heartfelt moments that gives you character development. It's not a hollow film whatsoever. They could have easily went just all action and comedy, but they slowed it down at parts just enough so you can, you know. The only thing I mean, I don't like it wasn't forced, but the you know, the romance stuff, like. It's like, oh,
Well,
okay,
I mean,
I get
yeah.
it, but it's so, to me, that's so like formulaic in films. Like you gotta have two characters coming together, and it's gonna be a romance. So I will give them credit though; they didn't go too deep into it. It's there just enough. I mean, you gotta think about it. When there's no one left, people are gonna shack, even if they don't.
Yeah.
So I get it, but.
But it was a
wasn't
tough.
bad.
It was the
wasn't
tough girl
egregious
though.
or anything like that. Yeah, of course. So
But it was the
makes
tough girl falling
but-
for the nerd type. Which
Yeah.
yes, you do see that. However, it almost as it wasn't like it was. We don't see the time frame because obviously the movie goes by so fast that it just. I think it's one of those that it developed. Obviously, he was crushing on her from the beginning. Because when as soon as he saw her, he goes, "Oh
Do
yeah."
you blame him?
No, but he was like, "Oh yeah, she's the kind of girl you put her hair behind her ear type." And I'm like, "Oh my god, he's such
he's
a
filled with
fucking
that shit.
dork. He's so dorky. Like I can't believe." Well, and then what did he finally have to nut up and shut up about? A fucking clown. I'm gonna tell you right now. That's
So
where I
you-
might have a problem.
Aren't you
This
afraid
is
of
where I
clowns?
might.
I'm
I
not
hate
afraid of-
clowns.
Jesus.
This is where I would have the problem. A fucking zombie clown is coming after me. We've got some problems here. Like I might. It might be the like. I would hope that
Fuck
the.
him up, too.
it-
Fuck
he-
clowns.
I would hope I would pull the same fucking shit though. To be honest with you, because I hate clowns. So I'm hoping that instead of freezing and getting eaten by a zombie clown, that I fight. But I thought it was pretty funny that you should have picked up on it when he got the image of the clown coming, under the stall when he's taking the shit. You should
That
have.
was good. That was good. I
But
think
if you didn't
everything
pick
would've
up
come-
on that,
even when
you-
you smashed him, you heard the nose bark.
yeah, it was like
Oh,
it was definitely. I'm glad
I
you
th-
picked this one for us to start the season.
Yeah,
with, to be honest.
to cap off at the end, just to put a nice little bow on it. I love how a recurring theme throughout the entire movie was Tallahassee. All he really wanted was a damn Twinkie. That's all he wanted. And even when Columbus shot what he thought was a Zed and it wasn't, he just blew up all the fucking Twinkies that were there. And he grabbed it with his hands. They're all mush. He's like, well, whatever.
Can't you just pick out the pellets?
Eat about the pellets, yeah.
just
And
eat it-
Tallahassee
eat-
looks
eat
at
it.
him like, motherfucker, bro. And then when Little Rock threw him the Twinkie, just that look of joy on his face. Oh my God, it's priceless. That's the look of like a child opening like a Christmas gift that he was waiting months to open finally.
All right,
It was
actually,
pure joy. I love that little. It's very subtle, but you can see it. And I mean, Woody Harrelson killed his character, man. He made him, to me, he made this Tallahassee character very memorable because even though that he's written as a guy who hates zombies because he lost his kid. He's heartless, but he's not. You can see it. You can see it in him. The joy of a simple Twinkie lit him up like a child opening a Christmas gift.
Curious before we rate our beers.
Yeah. That's good.
Is there? Because as I watched the movie, I wondered: is there something in the apocalypse that I would totally crave and want? And I'm a sweet tooth person, so I like I couldn't pick between the two. So if I go into a store, they would hopefully have one of the two. I think like for me, in a situation like this, if I were to find a Snickers or a Reese's peanut butter cup, I would fucking orgasm. Like those would be like I get him wanting something so bad. So there must have been something that he indulged on, you know, because obviously he's fit. If you pay, like he's in good shape.
Yeah, of course.
So people who are in good shape have these little indulgence, and his was a Twinkie.
Fucking
So yeah, I was thinking about it. I'm like, what would be mine? And I'm like, and actually, it would. Truth, a Reese's peanut butter cup would be the end all to be all. But if I found a Snickers, I would be happy. But a Reese's peanut butter cup in the apocalypse, if I'm searching for food and I find that, I would slowly eat that cup. What would be yours?
For me, I would say this. I agree with you 1000%. Though I love Snickers, love Reese's, but if I had to choose between the two during the ZA, I would go Reese's. Easier to eat. Snickers, you eat a lot of chewing, the nougat and the peanuts and all that shit. It's fucked up your teeth. But I would say if I had to pick one thing, and it's very bad for you, and especially if you look at it now. Do you remember from the 90s the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pies?
Yeah.
It was like a pie. It had like the green frosting on top, all sugar, and the cream filling, bro.
That
Even
would
to
be your
this
zombie
day,
one. You know how hard that would be to find? Are they even around now?
No, they're not. Not at all.
Wait a minute. So
But, all
where
right,
the fuck
to
are
be
we
fair,
gonna?
all right, if
You
I'm
gotta
gonna
pick
look
something.
for
You gotta
something-
pick something that's more common.
Okay, all right. But that's a good.
You're like, I know you're like, bitch. They don't even fucking make them right now.
Make them now. I know. It's a challenge. I get it.
Us driving around in this apocalypse, and you keep talking about them,
dude.
Our conversations, I would repeat to you, bro. Those were they came out once in a while.
They make all this terrible shit that's bad for you now, but they can't. They don't make turtle pies anymore or anything like that. They could take any license. I just want the cream filling with the fucking sugary frosting on top. But Reese's Pieces, Reese's Buttercups, Reese's.
I mean not Reese's. Yeah, Reese's.
Yeah, Reese's Buttercups. Yeah.
Okay.
Peanut butter cups. Yeah.
Oh, because you said Reese's Pieces, and
I'm sorry, I did. I meant Reese's. I don't like Reese's Pieces. Reese's.
I like Reese's Pieces. Adam recently bought them. He's like, they're not like M&Ms. I'm like, Reese's Pieces is peanut butter.
Way over. Something about Reese's Pieces. I never hit for me.
Well, it's peanut butter. It's all peanut butter.
Yeah, but again, I like candy corn. No one else likes that. So
I like candy corn.
Oh, there you go. We got something.
I like candy corn.
But yeah,
wait. Do you eat the candy corn in whole, or do you like?
I bite it.
So do I. By the color?
I bite it.
I do by like I bite. Oh no! See, I bite the top.
No, I'm not.
And then I bite the middle. Oh yeah, no. It's a weird thing. I wonder if there's like different flavors or it's just coloring. All right, so actually, the thing is, I know we rate our beer. Remember, sometimes if we do a beer often enough, it could just go up in score. So
yeah, man.
I know you've already said it. So what's the score on your beer?
Well, it's a 6-pack for me, man. If this is the one beer I buy on a regular all the time. This is my go-to. There's always a Honey Spot Road IPA in my fridge, 1000% of the time, because it's not the greatest beer, but to get a beer just to have, it's great. There's better beers, but I prefer those for special occasions. You know what I mean? Because you want to have something special for that. You don't want to drink it all the time, because then it won't be special anymore. But this is a perfect blend. It gets you pretty nice. It's not heavy. You're not gonna wake up with a hangover or nothing like that. So Honey Spot Road IPA, 2 roads. That's a 6 out of a 6. That's a 6-pack.
So I have to say, for a 5.5. Now, mind you, yes, I did just come off dry January, And I will also say I've also changed
Man, listen,
my.
bro, a 5.5 is stronger than a Corona. So
Well, yeah, that's true.
That's
So,
better than average.
but I will say, as we kept on going, I thought, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to like I didn't. So maybe we both should try this, but I don't want to go off the quick reaction at first with the taste and everything, because at first I was like, oh, I don't know if I could like the whole taste of it. As we kept drinking, though, I kept drinking. It should tell you how the beer is. As I kept drinking, actually, the flavor's really good. If this is your first one, I'm kind of a person who does like the citrus and the fruit flavors in my IPAs. It's just a bit. It's just to kind of kill, because IPAs are strong and bitter sometimes on their own. So if you don't get something that has some type of flavoring in it,
Right.
I myself can do a straight IPA. I mean, great. Not all IPAs are straight, but meaning non-fruity. But I just do prefer the citrus. I live in Florida. I have to sometimes drink outside, and drinking outside involves not drinking something that you're sitting there like, ugh. And this is a really good beer. It's sad that I think it is pretty much a limited edition thing.
Oh,
But
bro,
I know that's what I'm saying.
one of our early Brews and Brews, I had that Voodoo Ranger 1985. Now I give that a 6 out of a 6. Great fucking.
You can't find
IPA.
it.
It's seasonal. It was seasonal, limited edition. Not even seasonal, limited edition. It's gone.
So
I
yeah,
still have
no.
a can. What's you
all
got? What's your score?
I give it a 5-pack.
5-pack, cool.
It's a 5-pack.
So
for me.
what would it take for it to get a 6-pack? That extra bottle of beer in your.
So because the body of it is a little lighter, I like. It sounds. I like the more thickness in a beer.
All right, Joe. We had
Yeah, no, I know. Like I said, I like, you know what I mean. Like just like it shouldn't. Like I don't like a beer that if I'm drinking like a Bud Light or a Miller Lite. That's what I'm talking about. Like body wise,
sucks.
it maybe just a little like something in there to give the
I got you.
give the beer itself a little more body, a little more volume to it. That's about it. Other than that, honestly, like I'm gonna actually probably pick up a couple more and save them for special occasions and keep them in the refrigerator. Adam, sorry, we're gonna have more beer in the refrigerator sitting there for like months. But yeah, no, definitely a 5-pack for that one.
Nice, good shit. I like it. I gotta try it one time then. I like trying new stuff. That shit's red as fuck though.
Well, and I told you I'm gonna send you this can
for Brews and Brews.
I mean, and again, it went by the perfect marketing. This can is.
Let me see the can. You didn't even show it, bro.
I did.
Oh, Frostbite Zombie and fruited sour. It's sour.
It's sour. Oh yeah, no, that's what that's the other part.
Oh, I didn't
So
know
when you drink it, like your mouth does that pucker part right at the end.
It's bitter essentially.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's a normal average trait for an IPA. So I'll let it slide. I hate
right, so-
sour shit.
Well, before we say goodbye, any last things you got to say on the?
On this film, no, man. I think that's pretty much it. I think this movie is very good movie. It's fun. I think it's good for a casual audience who, if you don't like gore and dread, I think this movie it's a fine balance for that. And it doesn't do it to the extent where it keeps the horror elements in there, because there's a lot of violence in here, but it's always it's always tongue in cheek, whether they're running over a zombie. I love when Tallahassee drives and he just opens up his door, and knocks
Boom.
someone down.
The one lady.
It just makes you smile from ear to ear throughout the entire runtime, and it's got good heartfelt moments between, Columbus and Wichita. It's well done. Even though I complained about the romance thing earlier, but what was here though, it was well done. I would say.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I gotta see the sequel because we're probably gonna cover that sometime, right?
I'm gonna. I at this point, when we do our next season, our list, we're gonna put Double Tap on there. I
Yeah,
mean, you
good
definitely got to
choice,
check
good
it out.
choice. Yeah.
So it'll definitely be on for it would be what season
And
4?
we'll go through a whole new set of rules.
Another set of rules. So join us on March 29th for The Wailing. It's an international. It's been a bit since you and I have done international. I think so far on our list is The Whale. No, damn it.
Listen,
Train to Busan, The Sadness, and One Cut
Oh yeah.
have been our only international ones, meaning Korean, actually Asian
understand.
in the
Foreign,
as far as
foreign.
Asian
Not
horror.
US, yeah.
So it's gonna be our first watch for the both of us. So until next time, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not. Keep an eye on our socials as we update for upcoming episodes. Obviously, check us out with 3 Corners of Horror. And next Sunday, I will be dropping a Movies That Fucked Me Up. Another of the requests. You guys are messed up. Please keep that up. I'm just as sick as you are. Throw it my way. Come on. But yes, I will be doing August Underground. So, Ricky Van and Joe, until next time, don't get motherfucking bit.
Destiny's devils be savages. Slim than chance with the averages. Sinning on the low like you added slick. Darkness make you disappear like a magic trick. Pull up to the table, come down and sit. These devils try to tie you the crown with it. Now you surrounded by counterfeits, trying to chop you up into 1,000 bits.